Hello student, myself Digant Sakhiwala, I am your science sir. Today we will continue chapter number 3, that is atoms and molecule. Dear student, whenever we learn about the atoms and molecule, then directly one word comes, atoms, then atomic bomb, okay, and atomic energy. In India we have so many nuclear centers are there. Well famous is BARC, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, okay. So atomic or atoms, their roots are in the Indian philosophy. So Maharshi Karnad, he told that when we divide any matter, any substance matter, when we go on dividing it, at last we get one particle which is not divisible, and he gave the name as Parmanu. In modern science or the Greek philosopher or the Dalton, they told that indivisible part is called the atom. Same way we have another word is there, that is called Anu. Okay, it is Hindi or Gujarati word, both are there, Anu. Okay, Anu is Hindi or Gujarati word. In English it is called the molecule. Okay, so today we are going to learn about the atoms and molecule. Okay, we will discuss about Lavoisier, who is called the father of chemistry. We discuss about the Dalton atomic theory. Okay, and we will compare the Dalton atomic theory and recent research. Okay, for according to Dalton, the atom is indivisible. Name is like that. Atom meaning is indivisible, means further it is not divided. But by the nuclear physics, we can say that atoms are divided into subpart also. We can divide by the nuclear fusion or fission reaction. Okay, so one by one we will learn. We will learn about the two laws, that is laws of chemical combination, in that law of conservation of mass, law of constant proportion also. Dear student, most of the reactions are there that you will learn in the higher standard, but try to learn the reaction. It is not in your syllabus. Then also you try to read or write the reaction. We have something before we will learn about the atomic weight and the molecular weight. Okay, suppose we have any atom are like sodium, chlorine, oxygen, hydrogen, and we weigh it, then that is called the atomic weight. Later on we will learn more in detail. Same way, when so many atoms are combined or two or more atoms are combined, then we get molecules and we measure it, then that is called the molecular weight. Atomic weight is measured by two ways, or its unit is two. One is called gram per mole. We will learn about mole, what is mole. Another is EMU, atomic mass unit, that also we will learn. Okay, same way molecule has also the unit is atomic mass unit or gram per mole. Whenever we read any reaction, at that time we will read according to what moles. We will learn more in detail in this topic. So we will start chapter number 3, atoms and molecules. Ancient Indian and Greek philosophers have always wondered about the unknown and unseen form of the matter. Okay, so before that atom was not visible. Okay, but nowadays we have two very strong microscope are there, that is called STM, scanning tunneling microscope. Another is AFM, atomic force microscope. Somewhat we can imagine or we can see about the atom. Nowadays the one technology is going on, that is called nanotechnology. So that STM, scanning tunneling microscope, and atomic force microscope is working on that principle, on nanotechnology, but it is not in your syllabus, just it is for your knowledge. Okay, so what for before 5 to 10 years the atom is invisible or indivisible, but by the discovery of nanotechnology, AFM and STM, we can visualize the atom. The idea of divisibility of matter was considered long back in India around 600 BC. Okay, so matter is divided, that philosophy come from the India. So we have to take the proud on that most of the origin of the science and maths is generated from the India. Even 0 to 9, that number system are there, that is also originated from the India. Okay, as well as the philosophy related with the Anu and Parmanu, that is also has the origin from the India. An Indian philosopher Maharshi Karnad postulates that if we go on dividing matter, that is called Padarth, we shall get the smaller and smaller particle. Okay, so matter in Hindi or Sanskrit word, we can say that it is a Padarth. So when we divide the matter more and more, then at last we get the last particle, and that's particle, we can say that it is the Parmanu. Okay. The smallest particle beyond which the further division will not be possible, he named this particle Parmanu. Okay, so after Parmanu we cannot divide the any matter, and in modern science the Parmanu is called what? Atom, and molecule is called the Anu. Anu is what here? Hindi or Gujarati or Sanskrit word. Another Indian philosopher, Pakudha Katyamma, elaborated this doctrine and said that this particle normally exists in the combined form, which give us various form of matter. So when these Parmanu are combined, then they make the different Anu, molecules. When atoms are combined, we get the different molecules. Okay. Ancient Greek philosopher Democritus and the Leucippus suggested that if we go on dividing the matter, a stage will come when the particles obtain these indivisible particle atoms. Okay, so Greek philosopher has also contribution in that whenever we divide the matter again and again, at last we get the indivisible or uncuttable part. That part is called what? Atom. Anthony Lavoisier laid foundation of chemical science by establishing the two important law of chemical combination. So for the chemical combination, Lavoisier did the foundation work for the chemistry. So he is called the father of modern chemistry. Okay. So he gave the two laws are there in the law of chemical combination. One is called law of conservation of mass, and other is law of constant proportion. Dear student, you get the habit of chemical reaction. Chemical reaction in the two part are there. One is called reactant and other is called the product. Reactant means whatever we mix to matter in the definite proportion and new thing is obtained, that is called the product. So we can say that chemical reaction means what? Old bonds are break down, reactants bonds are break down and new bonds are formed. New bonds are formed, that is called what? Product. Now dear student, what is called bond? Bond means the attraction between two atom or molecule, that is called the bond. Laws of chemical combination. It was given by the Lavoisier and Joseph Proust. Okay. First is the law of conservation of mass. So whenever we discuss about the law of conservation of mass, we discuss about one system of the school. Okay. In the one system of the school, students are in the two type of position. When there is a class, then all the students are in the class, and when there is a recess, at that time most of the students are on the ground or they are in the class. So two type of situations are there, but whenever we think about overall in the school, then total students are remain constant. Okay, so law of conservation of mass means what? Whenever any reaction take place and any products are formed, total number of atoms and molecules are remain constant. That is called the law of conservation of mass. Like we take the example of student either in the class or they are in the ground, total number of students in the school are what? Constant. Okay, like that we can take so many examples. Law of conservation of mass, it states that the mass can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. So we can say that a mass cannot be destroyed or create in the any chemical reaction, means it convert from the one form to another form. Okay, like if I take water and if I boil it, then what happen? The water convert into the gaseous form, but number of water molecule are remain same. Dear student, I use the molecule word here for the water. Why? Because water is made up of two atoms, hydrogen and oxygen. So when two atoms are combined, they make the molecule. And whenever we discuss the molecule on large scale, then it is called compound. So somewhere you can use the molecule and compound as synonym. Okay. So 2 mole of hydrogen plus 1 mole of oxygen gas produce 2 mole of water molecule. When we have to represent the quantity of matter, at that time we use the word mole. Mole is very small unit. We cannot use the 2 kilogram of hydrogen react with the 5 kilogram of oxygen. We cannot use this type of quantity, or we cannot use the quantity in the liter, because these reactions are take place in the very small scale. So we will use the one word that is called mole. Later on you will learn. Okay. So here you can see that 2 mole of hydrogen plus 1 mole of oxygen react and it gives. So they are called reactant. Left hand side is called reactant, and arrow on that right hand side is called the product. So whenever you count the number of hydrogen and oxygen on left hand side and right hand side are same. So here 4 hydrogen are there. You can see that product in that also 4 hydrogen are there. Oxygen are 2. You can see the oxygen are 2. Meaning is that what? In this reaction, the atoms are neither created nor destroyed. Okay. During chemical reaction, it is remain constant. Okay. Same way we can take the example of how to make the sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is also called the common salt, and its solution in the water is called the brine. We take 2 mole of sodium atom plus 1 mole of chlorine gas, and by that way, by the product, we get 2 mole of sodium chloride. Now dear student, we will calculate. How many sodium are there? 2 are there. Here how many are there? 2 are there. How many chlorine are here? 2 chlorine are there. And here how many chlorine are there? 2 are there. Okay. Later on you come to know that how to write the reaction. Just you accept here highest standard, and in the 9th standard you come to know that how the molecules and reactions are going on. Okay. What I want to explain here, the law of conservation of mass. Whatever reaction is going on and reactants are there, and whatever product is obtained, so reactant and products are always having the equal number of atoms, okay, or we can say that equal number of atoms. Okay. Law of constant proportion. Now dear student, whenever we go on any area, America, India, or we are going on the moon or Jupiter and we find the water, then water is always available in the H2O form. It is not H3O or H3O4 or H2O2, like that it is not available. Water is always available in the 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen, H2O. Same way, whenever we go anywhere, we get the NaCl in the form of what? Na is 1 and Cl is 1, 1:1. Okay, so that is called the constant proportion. Okay, every compound is available in some ratio, some constant proportion are there. Okay. Law of constant proportion. Lavoisier along other scientists noted that the many compounds were composed 2 or more elements, and each such compound had the same element in the same proportion, irrespective of where the compound is came from or prepared it. Okay, so it is not compulsory that how you prepare the water. Okay, there are so many methods are there to prepare the water. So here one method is given. Just concentrate here. We are going to learn about the constant proportion of water. Means water is always in this form, H2O. You will never get H3O4, H2O5, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So if I take the number of hydrogen, 2 gram I take, because 2 hydrogen are there, and hydrogen weight is 1 AMU or 1 gram per mole. I told you that initially. Or oxygen is 16 AMU or 16 gram per mole. Later on you will learn about AMU, atomic number, molecular mass. Okay, everything you will learn. Just now you accept it. Here this is 2 gram. Oxygen is 16 gram because we take half. Actually it is 32 gram, but we take half more, so it is 16 gram. When they combine, we get water molecule, and water molecule is 18 gram because 2 plus 16 we get the 18 gram. So here we can satisfy which law? Law of conservation of mass. Here law of conservation of mass. Here weight of the reactant, this is called reactants. 2 gram plus 16 gram is 18 gram, plus product we get here 18 gram. So whenever we find the water molecule, then it is always available in the 1:8 ratio. Okay, here it is given what? 2:16. But when we make the 2 common, then what happens? We can write 1:8. I think you are getting here. So water you can prepare by the so many way here, but water is always in the form of 1:8. So we can write 2:16. But 2 is common, so instead of writing the 2:16, we can write what? 1:8. So whenever we measure the weight of the H2O, then 2 hydrogen plus 1 oxygen. Hydrogen we know 1. So 2 into 1 is 2. And oxygen is 16. 16 ones are 16. So 2 plus 16 we get 18. So number of atom here and number of atoms in the product are same. So we can follow the law of conservation of mass. So water is obtained in the ratio of 1:8 of hydrogen and oxygen. So water is always available in the 1:8 ratio. Okay, or we can say that 2:16 ratio. Like that you can take so many examples. Like you can take the NaCl also. NaCl in that sodium chloride common salt we are using in at the home, it is always available 1:1 ratio. 1 sodium atom and 1 chlorine atom. Meaning is what? Now you find sodium chloride here in India or USA or Jupiter or any Saturn, another planet, then always it is available in this proportion only. Okay, we take another example of ammonia. 1 mole of nitrogen gas, 3 mole of hydrogen gas, we get 2 mole of ammonia. So as a Surti people, you have to proud that in this reaction is carried out in the Kripko Hajira to make the urea. Okay, so how to make the ammonia? We take 1 mole of nitrogen gas, 3 mole of hydrogen gas, give you 2 mole of ammonia. This is product and these are the reactants. Maybe you will have a problem, but as you learn more chapters, you get an idea about the reaction. Now you can see that weight of the nitrogen is now 28 gram because nitrogen is 14. 2 nitrogen are there, so it is 28 gram. Here how many hydrogen are there? 6 hydrogen are there. Hydrogen is 1. So 6 hydrogen weight is 6 gram. Both are combined and we get the ammonia. Ammonia means what, dear student? NH3. So initially what happened? We find the weight of only ammonia. So we will not count this 2. Nitrogen is what here? 14. Hydrogen is 3. So we get 17. And 17 2s are 34. So we get 34 gram. In ammonia, nitrogen and hydrogen present in the ratio of 14:3. Nitrogen is 14 and hydrogen is 3. So it is fixed. So wherever you go, any place, South Africa, or you go to the any area, or you are going out of the Earth environment, you are going on the moon or the Jupiter or the Venus, anywhere you go and you find the ammonia, then ammonia is always available in the 14:3 ratio. 14 is of the nitrogen and 3 is of the amount of what? Hydrogen. Law of constant proportion is also known as the law of definite proportion. So law of constant proportion is also known as the law of definite proportion. This law is stated by the Proust. So Proust state this law. In a chemical substance, the elements are always present in the definite proportion by the mass. Okay, so any molecules are there. Okay, the simple part of the compound is called the molecule. So any molecules are there in that elements or atoms are in the simple ratio or simple proportion. In a chemical substance, the elements are always present in the definite proportion by the mass. Okay. The next problem faced by the scientists was to give appropriate explanation of this law. So John Dalton gave the atomic theory. Okay. So after that, the scientists want the proof. Scientists always need the proof. We cannot work without the proof. Okay, like in the politics, what happened? They are blaming anything without proof, or what is true without truth they are blaming. But what happened in the science? Whatever you do, you have to give the proof. When the Einstein prepared the theory of relativity, only 3 people understand. Okay, then also it was correct. 3 people understand. Okay, so in science always we need the proof. So to prove it, Dalton gave the atomic theory, and Dalton atomic theory is work on what? Law of constant proportion or law of definite proportion, or we can say that it work on the law of constant proportion, law of conservation of mass. Okay, law of conservation of mass is applicable everywhere in any chemical reaction. Okay. Dalton atomic theory explain the law of conservation of mass and the law of definite proportion. So Dalton atomic theory will explain both the thing. It explains the law of conservation of mass as well as it explains the law of definite proportion. Water, in that hydrogen is 2, oxygen is 1. So it is 2:1, or we can say that it is what? 1:8. Either you can give the ratio in the form of weight, or you can give in the terms of their number of atoms and the other atom. Like water, in the 2 atoms of hydrogen are present and 1 atom of oxygen are present, so we can say that 2:1. And if you want to give according to weight, then also we can give weight of the hydrogen is 1 and weight of the oxygen is 16, but oxygen is present 1 time and hydrogen is 2, so we can also say that 2:16, or we can also say that 2 is common, so 1:8. Dalton atomic theory. All matter is made up of very tiny particle called the atoms. So according to Dalton theory, John Dalton, he gave the theory, so it is called the Dalton atomic theory. Whenever we break down any matter, then last particle is available, that is called what? Atom. Which particle in chemical reaction? Atoms are indivisible particle which cannot be created or destroyed in the chemical reaction. So atoms are neither created and nor destroyed in the simple chemical reaction. but whenever we carry out some reaction in the nuclear center like BARC, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, or we have so many other nuclear center are there, in that nuclear fusion reaction are going on or nuclear fission reaction are going on. Nuclear fusion reaction means two atoms are combined and new atoms are formed, or nuclear fission reaction in that one atom is break down into the other atoms. Okay, they both the nuclear fusion and nuclear fission reaction, fusion and fission reaction, both are the reaction are exception reaction in the Dalton atomic theory. Okay, so atoms are indivisible particle which cannot be created or destroyed in chemical reaction. We cannot destroy here, they are again obtained in the molecule or the compound. Atoms of a given element are identical in mass and chemical properties. Atom of a given element are identical in the mass. Hydrogen is always 1 gram, 2 hydrogen are there, so 2 gram. Oxygen, 1 oxygen is 16 gram, 2 are there, so it is called 32, but we take half, so it is 16 gram. So their mass is also identical, their properties are also identical, and their mass is also identical. Like hydrogen catch the fire easily, oxygen give the supporter to the fire, but by the combination what is obtained, they have the different property. Water, we know that it stop the fire, like so many properties are there. Okay, so after chemical reaction what molecules or compound is obtained, they have the different property. Atoms of a given element are identical in mass and chemical properties. Atoms of the different element have the different masses and chemical properties. Okay, so different elements are that they have the different property. Like we can say that hydrogen and oxygen, they have the different property. Nitrogen and hydrogen has different property. We can say that sodium and chlorine has different property. Suppose you want to cook the food and you think that now I don't want to add NaCl, common salt I don't want to add, I will add Na, sodium metal I will add, and I will pass chlorine gas. Automatically in my recipe sodium chloride is obtained. No, it is not like that. Whenever you add Na, explosion occur, and whenever you try to pass chlorine gas, then what happen? It has a toxic effect. So what you try to understand here, the element has different property, all the elements has a different property and mass, as well as what products are obtained, what new compound is obtained, they have also different property. We have example of water also. Hydrogen and oxygen has different property, water has different property. Atoms of different element has a different mass and different properties. Atom combine in the ratio of small whole numbers to form the compound. So they are always available in the small whole numbers. Like ammonia. Now you have to remember, ammonia means what? NH3. How many nitrogen atom? 1. Nitrogen symbol is N. Okay, so ammonia in the nitrogen is 1, hydrogen is 3. So they are always available in the 1:3 form, 1 nitrogen and 3 hydrogen. This is according to the number system. Now suppose weight, by the weight what we have to represent it, then we can write here 14:3. Nitrogen weight is 14 gram and 3 hydrogen are present, so 14:3. So any atom you can represent by the number of atom and the weight of atom. Atoms combine in the ratio of small whole numbers to form the compounds. The relative number and the kind of atoms are constant in the compound. Okay, so the relative numbers and the kind of atoms are constant in the compound. So whatever, whenever you make the compound, in that the relative amount of atom is always remain constant. Any way you prepare NaCl, any method by that you prepare NaCl, sodium is always 1, chlorine is always 1, or their weight is also constant. Okay, so most probably we discuss here in this topic, in that we learn about the Indian philosopher Maharishi Kanad, we learn about the Anu and Parmanu, atoms and molecules, we learn about the father of modern chemistry Lavoisier, law of chemical combination, we learn about the law of conservation of mass, we learn about the law of constant proportion, we learn about the Dalton atomic theory. Okay, so this is all about the today's topic. Thank you for watching.